Alright, so we just got an official announcement from Fortnite themselves that 2 new WWE superstars are coming to the game on April 16th, which is 3 days as of this video. Now, unfortunately, I can't search in my locker for all the WWE skins in the game already. If I type in WWE, nothing pops up. If I type in wrestling, nothing pops up. They're all in their own sets. So, for example, I know John Cena is a skin, and he's in the John Cena set. And likewise, as you just saw a second ago, I know The Undertaker is a skin, and he's in his own set as well. And then Bianca is in her own set. This one actually says WWE, so I don't know why this doesn't pop up. Maybe I gotta capitalize it? WWE, let's try that. No, see, it still doesn't pop up. So I can't remember who all is in the game. So you know how you can search by sets right here? I wish that WWE had their own set, just like Star Wars, for example. That would be ideal, at least so I can find all the skins. But as far as I know, they're not in any set, so you just have to remember who you bought. Oh, you know who else we have? Cody Rhodes, right? He's probably in his own set as well. Let's type in Cody. Yeah, there he is. The Cody Rhodes set, of course. Okay, well, regardless, we've got 2 new skins coming. One is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So if you weren't aware, I've been a WWF fan since the late 80s. I watched it all the way up until about 2005. So it swapped to the WWE in about 2002, if I remember correctly. And then, like I said, shortly after that, I stopped watching for a while. But I went to tons of live pay-per-views. I went to King of the Ring 93. We saw Bret Hart win. I went to SummerSlam 93. That was one of my favorite ones. I went to WrestleMania 7. I saw The Undertaker there. I saw Hulk Hogan. I saw Macho Man. All sorts of people. I got British Bulldog's autograph. I got Owen Hart's autograph. It was amazing. So huge WWF fan, and to some extent the WWE as well. I watch it now and again, but I'm not very familiar with some of the newer people. So the 2 people coming, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, like I said, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Are you kidding me? I'll never forget when he beat Jake the Snake Roberts in King of the Ring, and that's when he developed the Austin 316, because Jake the Snake at that time was talking a lot about John 316, and that's where he developed his Austin 316. Stone Cold Stunner, one of the best finishers ever, and he downs beers like crazy every time. I hope he gets an emote with that, but change the beer to slurp juice. Or if he comes with an emote, you know, every time he talked on the mic, the crowd would go, "What?" And I think that could be a good emote as well. I mean, he also flipped people off a lot, but I doubt they would put that as an emote. Tons of things he could have as an emote, though. His entrance theme is iconic. His outfit is iconic. His microphone skills were iconic. I love Austin. So the Rattlesnake himself is coming to the game. This is his trailer right here. It does play his theme song, and I think it's copyrighted. I'm not sure what the heck he has as a pickaxe there. It almost looks like a t-shirt gun that shoots the t-shirts. But look at this. He does have an emote where he's drinking beers. I can't tell if that's slurp juice or not. But he's got his little Austin 316 vest on, and they put in the description, "And that's the bottom line." And then they ended it. They didn't say, "Because Stone Cold said so." So Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the 2 new skins. The other one is Liv Morgan. Now, again, she is newer, and I don't really watch WWE anymore, but I know who she is. I just don't know a lot about her. So I'm sure there's a ton of Liv Morgan fans, but Austin is where it's at, in my opinion. So I got to tell you this story real quick, because when I was in high school, I loved wrestling. I mean, I would buy the merchandise, I would wear the shirts to school, and people knew that I was a big WWF fan back then. And I will never forget, I got a shirt that had Austin on the front, and he was in his black trousers, you know, his wrestling attire, which is pretty much just underwear. So no shirt on, no pants on, just his black underwear ring attire, right? And I was in my business management class. We were learning about accounting, I think. And it was a very older lady with gray hair as the teacher. And she pulled me up in front of the class and she says, "What is on that shirt?" And I said, "This is Stone Cold Steve Austin." And she said, "You can't wear that." And I said, "What? Why can't I wear this? I've wore this tons of times this school year." And she said, "He's naked." I said, "He's in his wrestling gear." She said, "No, he has no shirt on, no pants on. You can't wear that. Go to the principal." So this was in, I think, 8th grade. I had to literally go to the principal's office where he saw the shirt and he disagreed with the lady, but I still had to change my shirt. How stupid is that? Nowadays, kids can wear whatever they want. But back then, I had to change my shirt because Austin was in his wrestling attire. I will never forget that. I was so embarrassed. Still though, Austin, one of my favorite characters of all time in the WWE, WWF, whatever it is, I love him. So that's April 16th, along with a big update that's coming. That's this Thursday. Stay tuned for that. There's tons of things jam-packed in this update, but Stone Cold is definitely going to be one of them. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like as always, appreciate it, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator Code, which is tabortime.